Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. And last week we made our perspective autumn path with our birch trees. We learned about perspective and how things that are closer to us look bigger, and as they get further away, they start to look smaller. So we did that with our trees, we did that with our road or our path, and now I want to start with shading. I want to show you guys how to shade in your birch trees and make them look realistic. So I have a brown crayon here. You can use a crayon or a colored pencil or pastels. Markers probably won't work for this one because they don't blend shade as well. And so that's what we're going to use. I have my brown. You can start with any tree. I'll start with this one here. What you're going to want to do is right next to the tree line and inside of the tree, you're going to make a dark brown, so I'm pressing pretty hard, a dark brown line inside right next to the line. So I went through that whole tree and I did both sides of inside of the tree. If you want to go in and maybe with the brown crayon, you don't have to do all of them. You can if you want. You can do none, but I just kind of outlined a few in that brown just to add a little bit more. But what you're going to want to do next is lightly, you're going to go right next to that line and lightly go in with your brown from the bottom all the way to the top of that tree. Starting on one side, and go all the way up. And then on this side, what's very important is that we're going to leave the middle white. So don't color it in all the way to the center. We're just doing the inside on the sides. And if you look from farther away, it gives that 3D look like the tree is rounded. So I want you to go in and complete all of your trees. You're doing the same thing. You can start with any tree, you can finish with any tree. And to show perspective, as our trees go back into space, so these smaller ones here are going to be a little more. I'm going to skip this one just for a second just to show you. These trees might have a little bit more brown, and the white might be a little smaller in the middle, like that. So it's kind of like a little bit less space for the white than there is here. And that will also help show perspective, because the farther something is away, it kind of starts to look a little darker. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I will have a picture on the next slide of my finished work, and I hope that you all are going to really enjoy shading this in. It's a really simple way to show a tree in a 3D way.